Hi guys, I am out at the RSPB Boat of Garten Nature Reserve. We've taken out a group today of the Befrienders, which is basically working with older adults, usually with dementia, and we've taken them to the beautiful Boat of Garten Nature Reserve, which is staggeringly quiet today, which is nice. At this time of year, you might be able to see behind me that the heather is in flower over here. But also the midges are out in force. So we're going to tuck ourselves away and hopefully enjoy a nice cup of tea while looking for some birds. These beautiful little flowers here are called ling, which is a type of heather. At this time of year, they're in beautiful purpley pink flowers, and there's another really nice thing that you can make a nice cup of tea from by just putting the flowers into some hot water. Do we think that I can balance like a squirrel? Let's find out. I did it, it's okay. A lovely member of staff from the RSPB Reserve has just come to give our group a chat, so let's go and see what she has to say.
They start off as this lovely sort of grey-brown colour, but then when you look up higher, it turns this lovely rusty orange colour. So that's one of their key features here. Another thing are the needles. So, I have some needles for you guys. I will pass out a few. If you want to pass them down.
It's a needle of a pine tree.
Well, it's tweaked my back.
Pine.
They come in pairs when they are pines. So we say, keep a pair, keep a pine. It's a really easy way to identify what sort of tree you're looking at that has needles. Now I'm going to make a fake one. It comes as a single one. We say S for single and S for spruce.
Okay.
So it's a very easy way of remembering that. And then I will also make another fake one very quickly. So if it comes as loads, say L for loads and L for large. So from needles alone, you can now identify 3 different types of trees.
Part of the loveliness of Boat of Garten is that they are just covered in bird feeders, and at this time of year there's lots of young birds that are still trying to fatten up for the coming winter, and the bird feeders are so busy. I'm going to try and get some very shaky phone footage of a bird feeder for you. So that was, of course, an incredibly fat male chaffinch, but these bird feeders here have got even more life going on them, if they don't all fly away when I walk up to them. Sadly, a lot of these young birds won't survive the winter, and so it's really important for people to start putting out food for them, stocking up your bird feeders with a mixture of fat and seed, just to bolster their survivability come the winter.
Either side, there's hedging And so they dart in and out the hedging all the time. It's fabulous. So even if you've only got a wee garden, you can always put up one box. And you never know.
Exactly, wee sparrows.
Hedge sparrows, yes. They're cheeky. Yeah. They are.
rather than sticking them all close together.
So have they actually taken out trees here to allow this to happen?
So some trees have been. Some trees do need to expand the forest.
She's currently talking about the Cancun Connect project, so I'm going to show you that.
Yeah, for sure. Unless there's some interesting change in technology. 1%. So what is left of it are the red dots. So the green is what it used to be. And we're actually in the largest part of the 1%. So that is why the Cancun Connect are trying really hard to actually expand the forest a bit more, because
What happened to it?
humans.
During the war.
Yeah, so we'd chop it down for farmland, we'd chop it down to make ships, you know, we'd do lots of chopping it down.
Use it for agriculture and livestock grazing.
You know,
Part of the many reasons why people come to the Loch Garten Nature Reserve is because of the Ospreys. Now, for a number of years they weren't breeding, but this year the pair, the male has brought a new female back, and they laid 3 eggs, and they've managed to raise just 1 chick, which isn't uncommon, to be honest, for a first pairing. The female has gone, as has the male, and the chick has also headed south for the winter as well. So all round a general success story. Now they've also made a life-sized osprey nest, which I shall show you now. Just look at the size of these nests. So normally ospreys are really particular with the type of nest that they like to build. They like to have 360 degrees to be able to see any predators coming, and they'd like to build it on a really sturdy dead tree. So what the RSPB people here at Loch Garten have done is build a nest site for the ospreys to nest on. And this year was particularly exciting because they had this returning male, Axel, and his new female, but they also had 2 young ospreys trying to steal the nest from them. Now the 2 ospreys that tried to come in to steal the nest are 2 years old, and it seems likely that next year, assuming that Axel comes back again and breeds, there will be a bit of a fight for who gets the rights to the nest. So watch this space. The amazing staff at the reserve are currently giving our group a little talk about the ospreys, and so I'm going to try and drop in and see what they're saying.
It's very brown, yeah, so the peaty water makes it difficult for the ospreys to hunt, because they tend to soar about 20 metres above the water. Then when they spot a fish, they dive down up to 75 miles an hour, and they grab the fish. If they can't see them, that's not much use. But also really the only fish we've got in Loch Garten are pike, and apparently pike don't taste good. Anybody ever eaten pike? No?
I think they're meant to taste quite muddy, but yeah, not the best.
No, apparently not. So they do the vast majority of their fishing either along the River Spey, where we'll find brown trout, or at one of the local fisheries where we've got rainbow trout.
Okay, well that's the end of our talk with the ospreys, but before I go I will just show you the RSPB's Bug Hotel, because I think it's awesome. Now, I often sing the praises of bug hotels, but this one's great because it's got all kinds of different habitats for invertebrates at different sizes and at different levels, right the way down to the bottom. And it's so easy to make. It's just made out of some pallets, hollowed out bricks, pine cones, sticks, and kind of anything that you might be able to find in your garden, and it just makes a brilliant habitat for all kinds of invertebrates. Okay, so I need to ferry back my group back home, but I hope that that was interesting and informative, and I hope someone or some of you might join us up at Loch Garten Nature Reserve in the future. See you soon.